This is the Atheist Experience. It's April 12th, live, I guess, Easter Sunday. We'll go ahead and mention it. I haven't mentioned the fact that it was Easter Sunday.
Didn't need to, but...
we actually did our blood drive yesterday.
Yeah.
And you want to show your shirt?
Yeah, I got a T-shirt, and the backside is what's cool is the...
Yes.
Oh, and the hair came with it.
Yes.
I'm Texas Blue, but... Instead of glorifying the spilling of blood needlessly, I went out and gave some that could be used again.
And we're sharing our atheist blood with, the whole community. So who knows? Maybe some Christians out there end up with some atheist blood there. Okay, let's go on down the line to JJ. Good morning.
Hi. I've got like a whole collage of stuff that I would like to discuss with y'all today.
Well, quickly.
First of all, my main question is, I need to find out if y'all believe in the soul.
No.
God and religion aside, do you believe in a human being containing a soul? And are you familiar with the soul substance studies from the 20s?
You can't really define the soul in very cognitive terms, so it's really hard to say whether we can accept that. But as far as a supernatural, ethereal life force within a human body that survives after a human body dies, no.
The soul substance, what is that, carbon?
Yeah, that's a good question. He's asking the caller there. What is, you brought up some studies, what is the soul substance?
Okay, in the 20s, there was an actual study done on a doctor conducted a series of tests on bodies human bodies as they died at the instant of death.
I did read that. Yes.
Okay, and there was a 3/4 of an ounce weight loss at the he calculated like air compression in the lungs, air weight in the lungs, and everything calculated out, and sure enough, every human being at the moment of death loses 3/4 of an ounce.
No, that study has never been able to be duplicated, and my information is I can't remember the doctor who did that actual study, but his studies have never been duplicated. So
I've talked to a couple of Christians about that study, and what I wanted to say first off is that a loss in weight would infer that it contained mass. The soul is mass and has matter to it, and if it has matter, then it surely can be detected in other ways. We can detect things that do not take a...
What about when you dream?
What's that?
What about when you dream?
Dream?
Yeah, you have to be alive to do that, and it takes place within the confines of your cranium, and we have no evidence that anything other than that is taking place.
It's an electrochemical stimulation in your brain cells.
It's detectable.
Well, first of all, getting back to I was listening to you all talk, and I had gained a few other questions or comments along the way. The Big Bang theory.
Sure.
I've always had the biggest problem with that as a scientific explanation, because to me it's like throwing a bunch of pieces of a watch across the room and they all land together and start clicking right on time, right in the same second. It's just, to me, that takes a lot more faith than to just simply believe in a creator. And when I go outside, I get with that creation, or when I see a beautiful woman or whatever, I know there's a God. Now, I separate myself from religion. If I believe in a God, I therefore believe in Satan. I believe in an evil force that exists. And I think too many Christians try to run around.
Well, let me back up to what you're saying there about if you go out and see the beautiful sunset or this beautiful woman, there's a God. What that's saying is you feel that you're so vain that you feel that electrical stimulation that you're feeling there was so unique and so valuable that some creator put that all out there just so you could feel that electrical stimulation.
Well, I think it also says that I think it also says that you feel that everything in the universe is perfect, like the watch.
No. That's why there's an equal evil force. We are the imperfection. I mean, we as human beings, we're so imperfect that we've made this planet almost impossible to, to operate on a natural basis. We're constantly we're pumping out greenhouse gases in such, I mean, that. I don't even want to get in.
Where's the perfection in that, though?
But basically, this is where I was getting at with the God-Saint. With the God-Satan discussion. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time hearing you guys because I lost you on the phone here, and my TV's down really low, so I can't hear what you're saying very good.
Well, go ahead. Quickly.
But,
I'll tell you what, while you're getting your thoughts, Arlo had a point on something you said earlier, so let Arlo make a point, please.
People always compare life to a watch or a car engine. I always see this on Christian TV. They say if you see something as advanced as a car engine, it must have been made. The difference between a machine and life is a machine like a watch or a car engine doesn't have the potential to create itself. It does not reproduce. It does not have genes. Humans have all the workings that set forth evolution, and that's the difference.
Right.
Okay.
We can monitor that change, and we can see evolution at work.
See, and to me, that's more that. Well, first of all, every missing link theory has always been disproven. There's never has there been a scientist come up with proof that there was a Java Man was a hoax. I mean, and on. That's only one.
That the idea of a missing link only shows your inaccurate interpretation of evolution. There's no creature out there that's half man, half ape. We evolved. We're going out through different branches here, so there is a common ancestor that for all the primates have a common ancestor for the whole entire genus of primates. And so we don't have one. We don't come along and all of a sudden have a half man, half ape there or whatever else. That's just
somewhere along the line there would have been a transition.
No.
It happens so gradually, though. I mean, if you're looking for one transitional stage, you're never going to find it because we're talking about millions of years. We're talking about hundreds of millions of specimens living and dying, and you're looking for one particular one that can show you blatantly a blatant change, and it's
your
just not
scientific proof is what you're looking for. Right. That's exactly my point.
No.
That requires what you're saying. For you to believe what you believe, that requires faith.
No, let's assume your assumption is right. There's transitional forms in between there or whatever. So you got form A and you got form B, and you're saying that there's a transitional form for each and every step going in between there. Well, if I found each and every step that went in between there, you'd say no. There's a step.
There's another one.
There's another one.
Yeah.
I have to go find that one. It's just like going from 0 to 1. There's an infinite number of fractions that can go between 0 and 1.
It's not infinite, though, with evolution, because you can actually potentially you can find each and every living being in that chain over millions of years, and that still won't be enough. To the creationists, they will still want to find the one in between, and since you can't produce one in between because there was none in between, they're going to be calling that the missing link problem with evolution.
My personal belief system actually lies with theistic evolution. I am a believer in evolution. I believe that God has allowed evolution to take place, and that's part of His creation.
You're starting with a presumption, though, about God.
Yeah, exactly. It's faith. This is all faith. This is what I feel like God speaks to me, and this maintains what I believe. Just like everybody has a spiritual struggle, including the panel up here. You all three of you have given great thought into this, and basically, if you look at it like I was getting at earlier, if you look at God and Satan as two separate entities, God being the almighty creator of the universe, and Satan included, and if you look at religion, I thought religion as a tool of Satan, because religion does nothing but divide human beings, and it makes people say, well, I believe this, and since you don't believe this, then I'm afraid you're a bad kid, so you're going to have to go stand your nose corner for eternity. That's preposterous.
The same thing came from God. I mean, in fact, most of the Bible talks about how God gives that same threat only more than the devil ever does. Where in the Bible is the devil quoted as saying that? It's all God. God will condemn you, period, in the Bible.
But the God that I worship and that we all really truly worship, even Buddhists, Christians, it doesn't matter. That everybody is worshiping a God.
That's a bold statement, caller. Because I don't think you get the Buddhists to agree with you that they're.
No, they don't. They don't agree with me. But that's okay with me, because as long as I know that they're making a spiritual connection, then I'm God tells me that they're okay. They're His children, because they have that desire to.
You're not reading the Bible clearly. Then the Bible clearly states if you do not believe in that one particular God, Buddhists included, they're going straight to hell. Read the Bible.
That is indeed what the Judeo-Christian Bible says. However, just like with human evolution, with years and years of translation and in doctrine and dogma, I'm a preacher's kid myself. I grew up with Judeo-Christian beliefs, driven up one side and down the other. And the way I've arrived at my belief system today is by backing up and looking at the big picture and seeing what everybody's really what's the objective. What is everybody trying to do? And they're trying to make a spiritual connection. And to me, that is something that each and every human being has a drive to want to accomplish, and that's making that spiritual connection. It has nothing to do with if you smoke and drink, you're going to go to hell. Not all of the even like Jesus when he went in the Bible, when he was explaining to all of his peers that look, the old law is it's silly. It's a bunch of silly acts that are unnecessary.
So is the new one.
Well, I do appreciate your call here, caller. Excuse me. We have a bunch of others backing up here, and we only got like 11 minutes left on the show. So I'm going to let you go. But please listen.
Call us next week, too.
Because the point I want to make is he's not. The whole idea behind religion is just a vain idea that man is so much better. That this whole universe was created just so man could enjoy that beautiful sunset or that beautiful woman or whatever. That just shows the vanity of religion, and it just blows me away that they think that there's some special, that human beings are so special. Our contention is we're just one other species on this planet. That's my contention or whatever, and that we need to work within this system that right here on Earth and be part of it and not be above it